If you had to redesign the institution of marriage, what would you alter?
The legal contract.
Agreed.
Why?
Because I feel like then people would be getting married for
Genuine reason.
Yeah.
love, genuine reasons, rather than if I marry him and divorce him, I'll get this, or if I marry someone, they take on my debt or my bad mistakes from the past, or things like that.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. It would say if you could redefine the marriage.
Redesign.
If you could redesign, or if you had to redesign.
Yeah. Number one, contract, get it out. Marriage shouldn't be that. It should be a bringing of together of family. I also would take out the woman taking on the man's title.
The name.
Yeah.
How come?
Because it goes back to that power dynamic. I think there should be a conversation where they both maybe want to come up with a second name, or a name that they want to bring to the community that we have agreed to now call ourselves this.
Yeah, I think the conversation, I've always said, because my name, where the hell did it come from? So, if I was to marry someone African, they know their roots goes way back. They know they can chase it wherever. I'm definitely taking that name.
And the thing is,
I'm not taking on another Johnson or Smith. What's the point?
and
I've already got one of those names. Do you know what I mean?
for instance, I know in African traditions there is a naming of the child ceremony. So marriage would be, we're coming together, but that coming together there is a mission attached to it.
Yeah.
As like, okay, we're going to preserve our people, we're going to build land for the community, we're going to whatever.
And this is our legacy.
And part of the legacy, we now create this name.
Intentional.
What I think what I do like about marriage is the ceremonial side of it.
Yeah.
In terms of two families coming together, but I do think it's focused more on money. So it's people don't realise they're being used, and like from what I've observed about marriage, most of it doesn't. From here, doesn't work. Most marriages end in divorce.
It's obviously mad in the sense that we're talking about things that we will change.
Yeah.
But don't really have to change it. Let them do what they do. Let's find an alternative.
Yeah, it's true.
So when I got married, right, like it was all that I knew, and I knew there was something within me. There was a moment where I looked up and there was a picture of the Queen, and I was like, this can't be right. I was like, this can't be right. No, 100%. But obviously,
It makes sense.
the moment is overpowering of anything
you have
else.
to sign your things.
She was just there.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm laughing. I'm like, why?
She was just there. She was just there.
So that would be the king, but at every registry.
Oh no,
office,
that didn't sit right with me either.
But it didn't. But obviously, because you're there now, it's like obviously you're not going to be right because she's there. I'm not going to get married. I should have. But
I didn't know that.
yeah. But ultimately, I know something within me knows that there are ways to get married, and it's got nothing to do with contracts, law, and all this kind of stuff.
I've always said,
I'm down for that.
I'm going on holiday, few closest, going on the beach. I won't even have shoes on. You know, that just completely relaxed.
All of that.
But even then, sometimes if it's done by somebody, they'll still make you sign something after.
Interesting.
No, but I don't have to have that to say that I'm married in whatever
But
I
that's the
decide.
thing. It's the choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you can do it in that way, but it's also because it's tied to the system. You get that social pressure, which is like, okay, well, why are you not sealing the deal in essence? And it's like, well, why is this a deal?
They don't really love you if they're not married.
They're not married and they're not signing on paper, but that is the trick. Because the signing, as we know in terms of when you write something, it's a ritual. and you're creating a
Can't
spell.
do that.
So what does that spell actually do? Do you know what I mean?
My mum asked me, like, oh, what do you think about marriage? I'm only getting married if there's any financial gain in it for me. Other than that, there's no point. It doesn't prove my love. Then she looked at me and was like, what?
It's real. It's real.
This is why it's an absolute disgrace that we can even talk about marriage and love, because it's got nothing to do with
That's what I'm trying to say
Yeah.
to her. So I'm only doing it if there's financial gain. Want me to change my name, change all my documents, driver's license, passport, for what?
And like I went to in Ghana, I went to a wedding, and it's interesting because you had the African wedding,
Yeah,
And
the
then
traditional they call
the
it, and
traditional,
then
and then the thing. So
Western
it's like
wedding.
even in those traditions, and they do this in other traditions as well. Like
yeah, Congolese do it.
Asians, they're
yeah.
doing it, and you
Yeah.
have like the English, Europeans. So it's like there's something about this thing which they really want people to continue doing,
The approval of
yeah,
the
rather than just sticking to your tradition.
Europeans.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And so we start adopting their contracts and don't really realise what is this thing.
It's two marriages.
So it's something to explore further about that.
And said, everything legal, everything lawful is what I'd remove.
Basically, yeah.
So for me, how and when, what process you choose, you do it. Like personally, I'm a strong believer in you can marry yourself. And when I say yourself, I don't mean literally marry yourself. I mean
Maya
as in,
say that once. She
Huh?
said that and she got a backlash for it.
yeah, but no, but I don't mean like them people that are out here saying I'm marrying me. I mean as in you and your partner actually choose to whatever vows or however you want to look at it, whatever promises or plans or contracts you make between the two of you. That's your decision to say, all right, from here on out, we're doing everything as one. We share it, we do this is what our deal is. If you so choose to do rings, I don't care if you do rings, bracelets, necklaces, that whatever the hell you choose, because really and truly it's you.
And who is it for?
Yeah,
Which is
because
the
when
thing.
when people say, oh,
That's
do
a
it,
really
they say
good
do it in the
question.
house of the Lord, which is why they say the church.
Spiritual.
My thing is, if they say that God is everywhere, why do I need to be in a church to do it? Because regardless, if that's what I believe in, He's with me everywhere I go, right?
Temples.
Right, exactly. So, and which is why it's in your head. But then I also believe that, you know, they have got certain places they will do it in spiritual places, and it could be some things like caves and things like that where you're away from the rest of the world, and you just sit down and it's like they say, it's ceremonies.
Or under the
And
duvet.
They do it where.
I was thinking, is that possible?
Yeah. I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry to cut you, but my point is that the promise you make to each other, it can be done anyhow, but it's between you two.
Okay,
So me
okay,
saying under the
okay,
duvet,
yeah,
it could be the first time you, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
You've decided that you're going to
You
be
can say
that
the word.
person's person. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do.
Like,
yeah.
like T saying. So.
Yeah, so as I said, there's rituals or for me the whole wedding thing, it would be trace. You could scrap the whole wedding. For me personally, like, what is the wedding? The wedding is a party.
Say define wedding.
The wedding is a party, and I think that's what a lot of people nowadays are caught up in. It's they focus so much on the wedding day and the party they're gonna have, what dress they're gonna wear, who's gonna
It's
be
too
there,
realistic.
what can we do, and the focus isn't on the marriage, because the marriage is before, during, and after.
Yeah.
But everyone focuses on that day. Hence why, like you say, a lot of people, you find that there's a change after. But if you're already living, in my head, if I see you as that husband material, I'm already living with you and treating you like my husband before any marriage.
Yeah.
So that marriage is just us confirming it and saying, like, this is us doing us going forward. But again, it's not for
But for
anybody
a lot
else,
of
but-
women, it's approval. It's that final sign of, oh, he does love me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you've got all these marriages ending because the man's cheated on you and he's
Yeah.
cheated on you even on your wedding day, what does it mean?
I'm big on feelings and actions and not words.
Yeah, but look, marriage isn't love.